Hi, hello, Hegadira. Hope you are doing great. In this episode, we are going to see an interesting Bangalore brand. Bangalore has been the birthplace of so many exciting brands like Infosys, Wipro, Flipkart, and the recent Ola. But this brand, which I am talking about, is there for the last 150 years. Any guesses? It is nothing but Iyengar Bakery. The brand Iyengar Bakery has reached outside of Karnataka, outside of Bangalore, to all southern states, and it is ruling the roost for the last 150 years. Let's see 8 of the best Iyengar bakeries and the oldest Iyengar bakeries in Bangalore and taste some of the signature baked goodies from these bakeries. Join me. ಅಯ್ಯಂಗಾರ್ ಬೇಕರಿಗಳ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಇದರ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಇದರ ದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬೆಂಬಲಿಸಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. We are in Jayalakshmi Bakery, which is one of the oldest Iyengar bakeries in town. We are going to taste 2 items here. One is this dilpasand and the next one is Japanese cake. These are iconic dishes here, or signature dishes at Jayalakshmi. We'll start with this dilpasand. It's loaded with dry fruits and also the spices like cardamom, it's an amazing symphony of textures and flavors. When I say textures, it is mostly crunchy, either the tutti frutti or the coconut or the cashews or the raisins. The raisins give slight tacky edge to this dilpasand. On top of everything, the crust from the puff pastry that gives the extra crispness to this dilpasand. It's an amazing baked goodness. Simply irresistibly decadent. Next up is Japanese cake. So it has a crust, hard crust on top and bottom of this cake, but inside it has a buttery smooth cream, fresh cream. The crust has some cashews and even groundnuts or peanuts, I think. That gives super crispness and crunch to this Japanese cake. But inside, it is buttery soft. It's completely different textures in one dessert. So I love this. Initially, I thought it will be a sugary thing, but though it is sugary, it's delightful. The textural variance is what makes this Japanese cake so adorable. This is the first time I'm having it, but I'm liking it to the core. Let's get into the history of Iyengar Bakeries. The first Iyengar bakery was started by Mr. Trimalachar in 1898. Mr. Trimalachar migrated from Hassan, and here he had a sweet stall first, but a British man who visited his sweet stall suggested him to start a bakery, and then came the first Iyengar bakery in Bangalore. Mr. Trimalachar started a bakery called Bangalore Brothers in Chickpet. Then for the next several decades, the people from Hassan, Chandrayapatna, Mandya and Gorur, they all migrated to Bangalore. Particularly, there is a group of 8 villages called Ashtagrama near Hassan. From there, set of Iyengars, they migrated, and they were the forefathers of most of the Iyengar bakeries in Bengaluru. Our next Iyengar bakery is Iyengar Bakery in Austin town. This bakery is there for the last 43 years. I think they have started somewhere around 81. People in this MG Road, Residency Road, or even Brigade Road vicinity, they know this place very well. I have got some interesting items from this Iyengar Bakery. First, the sponge cake. So it looks so gorgeous. It's yellowish in color with some golden brown crust. I saw this being ordered by so many people, so I thought I will also get one. Literally, it's spongy. Be it in the texture or in the taste, when you put it in your mouth, it disappears. Such a spongy, soft cake. I don't have any words to describe this softness. It's silky, soft and smooth. So soft and tender. A lovely spongy cake. Though the sweetness is on the higher side, but you can have it once in a while. This will be a very good accompaniment when you have a black coffee or a black tea. Moving on to egg puff. Normally in Iyengar, some of the Iyengar bakeries you won't get egg puff, but this is one of the Iyengar bakeries where they serve egg puff. It has some extra bit of saltiness, but the stuffing inside, I think they have put some scrambled egg and also the boiled egg, so it tastes very good. And the crust of this puff pastry is so crunchy. A decent egg puff. I won't say it is mind-blowing, out of the world egg puff, but this is a decent egg puff, what you would expect in a bakery like this. So, like it. Our next Iyengar bakery is Srinivasa Brahmin's Bakery. This one was started, I think, in 1956. So this is also more than 60 years old. Here, there are some baked goodies which are so popular. One of them is capsicum puff. This puff pastry, more than the crispiness of the puff, the stuffing inside is super good. Mainly the caramelized onions, and also, of course, the main ingredient capsicum, then the garam masala. All this make it super flavorful. I love this. Initially I thought it would be so spicy, but it's moderately spicy. It's not less spicy, but at the same time it has the right spice punch in this capsicum puff pastry. Compared to the other puff pastries, be it the veg puff or the egg puff, this one is soft. Even when you bite the crust of this puff pastry, it is soft, and also the stuffing inside is soft. So overall, it is a soft puff pastry. At any time for a snack, you can go for it. It is 100% veg. The next one is iconic Congress peanuts. This is a simple peanut, but with loads of spices and masala. The moment you have some pieces of this peanuts, you have some spice rush. You get the chili hit, the red chili, and also asafoetida, and then this curry leaves, the roasted curry leaves. All this makes it amazingly spicy and wonderful snack. The mild sweetness comes from this peanut. I think they have added a little bit of sweet to this, but it also elevates this already spicy and flavorful peanuts. I have had different forms of peanuts so far, but this is the epitome of the roasted spiced peanuts. And for the Indian palate, this one is amazingly, finger-lickingly good. With each mouthful, you get that flavor from turmeric and also the chili powder, red chili powder. Splendid snack. If we look at some of the popular Iyengar Bakery brands in Bengaluru, first Bangalore brothers started, then the successors of Mr. Tirumalachar, his sons and his brother's sons, they all formed two major bakeries in Bangalore. One is VB Bakery and the second one is Surya Bakery, which are 70 years old. Then we had the Srinivasa Brahmin Bakery and also a few other bakeries which are very well known and reputed. In our iconic Iyengar Bakeries in Bangalore series, Surya Bakery is 70 years old, and all these 70 years they are in the same place. So when you visit this place, you will get some nostalgia as well as exceedingly good baked items. The history of Iyengar Bakery in Bangalore cannot be written without Surya Bakery. This is a sister concern of this Brahmin's Bakery, right? The original Brahmin's Bakery started by Mr. Trimalachar. Trimalai. This is Mr. Trimalachar, right? 1898 he started. Okay.
Now second generation.
Second generation. You started Surya Bakeries here.
Yeah, Surya, my
Father started here. Okay.
ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರದರ್ ಕೌಶಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅವ್ರು ರಾಜಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಅಂತ, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಬಿ ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ವಿ ಬಿ ಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಫಾದರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಬಂದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 70 years ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಇದು. ಎಸ್.
ಸೊ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ವಿ ಬಿ ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿ ಬಿ ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಮೇಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾದರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದರು. ಅವರ ಕಸಿನೋ ಬ್ರದರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ.
ಯಾವ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ?
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾದರ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ದಿಲ್ಕುಶ್ ಅಂತ, ಕೊಬ್ಬರಿ ಬನ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಫೇಮಸ್, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜಿಂಜರ್ ಬಿಸ್ಕೆಟು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ನಿಪ್ಪಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಐಟಮ್. ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ.
Excited to have this dilkush. It's not available anywhere else in Bangalore. Only at Surya Bakers you will get this dilkush. The difference between dilkush and dilpasand is, in dilpasand it is dry fruits, tutti frutti, raisins and coconut. But in this dilkush it is just the coconut, sugar and elaichi or cardamom. But the bread is so spongy. It's very soft and spongy. Let me have it. So good, so good. And the first thing that attracted me towards this dilkush is the softness of the bread. I have never seen a bread this much soft. It's so soft, and also inside this bun you have that coconut, grated coconut and sugar. It's mild, it's not very sugary, but it makes this dish more delightful. A fantastic baked treat. Next up is ginger biscuit. So wonderful. Many people prized this ginger cookie. I was thinking how it will be, but it is simply amazing. It has moderate sweetness and the punch of ginger in each bite, and it's very buttery as well. So if you want a spiced cookie, this one is a very apt one. Very fresh and very good. Ending it with the onion puff. Onion puff is also a dish I'm hearing for the first time. Whatever I get here at Surya Bakers, everything is fresh. Everything is hot and fresh from the oven. Another excellent baked item, which is this onion puff. It is so crumbly. The moment you put it in your mouth, it disintegrates and disappears. And also it has a spice kick. It is somewhat hot and spicy, and the crunch of onion adds some extra likability to this puff. I have heard so many puff pastry. The layers of that puff pastry will definitely take some effort to chew or bite, but this one, just put it in your mouth, it melts. That kind of excellent puff pastry. All the items I had at Surya Bakers are exceedingly good. If you are near Majestic, don't miss this place. Particularly the ginger biscuit, this puff, and also dilkush. ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
30 years.
ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ, ತುಂಬ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ರೀ.
ಓಕೆ, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಸರ್.
Thank you very much, sir. Enjoyed it very much. I will definitely come back again.
Thank you very much. Bunny, please come.
We are at another interesting Iyengar Bakery, which is in Rajaji Nagar. This place is almost 40 plus years old. In fact, 48 years old. This was started in 76 and this is LJ Iyengar Bakery. This is in second block, 12th Main Road, Rajaji Nagar. Starting with the plum cake. It's very rich with lot of dry fruits in it. It's so decadent. The crunch from the dry fruits and also the raisins all make this so wonderful. It's somewhat dry, but still it tastes good. This is almost close to the plum cake you get at Warrior Bakery, which is few hundred meters from this place. But this is equally good as the plum cake at Warrior. A nice classic plum cake. Finally, cream bun. Cream bun at LJ Iyengar Bakery is very, very popular. The cream bun is filled with some chocolate based filling inside. Then on the top, they have laced it with vanilla cream and also coconut. Scraped coconut is sprinkled on top of it. This is a good old cream bun you would get in 80s, 90s or 20, 30 years back. The same cream bun I have had quite long time ago. Now I am having it. This takes me back down the memory lane. So good. It is not extremely sweet. At the same time, it has the essence of what one would expect in a cream bun. So nice. Another sinfully decadent baked goodie at LJ Iyengar Bakery. Thoroughly enjoyed all the items I had sampled here. One thing that comes to our mind when we think of Iyengar Bakery is the freshness and the quality. All this 150 years, they maintain this freshness and quality. That's why this Iyengar Bakery brand is still thriving successfully all these years. The next Iyengar Bakery we are going to visit as part of our Iyengar Bakery series is VB Bakery. This is one of the oldest Iyengar bakeries in Bangalore as of now. Earlier it used to be BB, the Bangalore Brothers Bakery. Later it was renamed to Bangalore Brahmins Bakery. It no longer exists. They moved to Kengeri and from Kengeri also they closed. Now VB is one of the oldest Iyengar bakeries in town, we can easily say. Now at VB, some of the signature dishes include honey cake, then potato bun and also dum roti. Dum roti you get only during the weekends. So I will savor all this and tell you how they are. First, the honey cake. Honey cake is again, I don't know, it's a Bangalore invention, but it's more popular in Bangalore than any other place. I haven't seen honey cake in any other cities in India than Bangalore because Bangaloreans love honey cake. It's a conventional gritty cake which is dipped in honey as well as sugar syrup. In each bite you get that sweetness, the extreme sweetness which is loved by most of the Bangaloreans. Even I love it. With each bite you will be transported to a sweeter rum, absolutely sweeter rum. I enjoy this. It's a simple, the old style cake, but the sugar syrup and honey takes it to another level. Next signature item at VB is dum roti. You will get dum roti only during the weekend. Again, this is a baked goodness made with pumpkin. It has a golden crust and also it is garnished with cashews. So the crust itself is so inviting. Each layer of this dum roti gives you a different texture The first layer, the crust is super crispy. When you dig deep into it, that pumpkin, that gives that pulpy texture. And the sweet quotient, it is on the higher side. Absolutely brilliant. And it's piping hot as well. A lovely baked goodness dum root. Finally, the aloo bun at VB Bakery. In Bangalore, you will get all these savory versions of buns. I haven't seen similar savory version anywhere else in India. And be it the capsicum bun or aloo bun or any form of stuffed savory bun. Here at VB, I have got this stuffed aloo or the potato bun. This aloo bun, I thought it will have some spicy fillings. When I say spicy fillings, it's like the clove, cinnamon, nutmeg kind of filling, which normally you find in any puff or samosas. But here it is a South Indian kind of filling. It's somewhat similar to the filling you find in alugate palya. The same, the mustard seasoning and also the finely chopped or mashed potatoes gives you a South Indian feel or South Indian touch to this aloo bun. The curry leaves gives that fragrance and flavor. At the same time, I am getting some mild tartness. I don't know whether they have added anything like tomato or some other tangy stuff. Overall, this is another savory, baked goodness. I enjoy it. We are in the busy Jayanagar 8 block and our bakery is Iyengar Bakery at Jayanagar 8 block. This place is also 46 years old and you need to be here in the afternoon to get all the baked items. Otherwise, if you come after 6, most of the items will be over. Today I came after 6, so I couldn't get some of their specialties. Even then, I managed to get their dilpasand and few other items. Let's see how they are. We'll start with their famous dilpasand first. The dilpasand here is bulky, at the same time it is fluffy and it has a lot of layers, laminated layers of puff pastry in it. Oh my goodness, this is undoubtedly the best dilpasand in town. It is hot and the fillings inside is the specialty here. It has dense filling full of coconut, then lot of dry fruits, cherry, tutti frutti, cashews, so rich, so decadent. The sweetness is on the higher side, but it is so rich. If you have half portion of this dilpasand, your meal will be sorted. Such a good, dense, filling dilpasand. So far I have had dilpasand in so many places, but this is the one. It is soft, it is crispy. At the same time, it has all the goodness of a dilpasand. Another must-try item at this bakery is baked nippattu. This is in a baked form, which is good for health. This is so crispy and also it's brittle. The moment you put it in your mouth, easily it breaks apart and fills your palate with the spiciness and also some sweetness. Particularly, the flavor of onion stands out. They have added caramelized onions, so in each bite you get the flavor of onion that makes this nippattu experience so delightful. Another lovely snack that will go very well with tea or coffee. Though there are competition from international bakery brands, these Iyengar Bakeries still thrive successfully and they continue to innovate. Let's ensure that we support Iyengar Bakeries and make sure the Bengaluru brand, the Karnataka brand, goes on very successfully for the centuries to come. Our next Iyengar Bakery is Bun World, Malleshwaram. This place is so special because this was started by Captain Gopinath's wife. If you are aware of Deccan Airways, which was a low-cost airways which was launched in the early 2000s, that was because of Captain Gopinath. Before Air Deccan was started, Mrs. Bhargavi Gopinath, She started this bakery to support Mr. Gopinath in initiating this low-cost airways, Deccan Airways. The entrepreneurship of Mr. Gopinath started with this Iyengar Bakery, which is Banwal Bakery. Mrs. Bhargavi Gopinath supported a lot through this bakery, and this bakery has 2 branches in Bangalore, and it is successfully thriving for the last 3 decades in Bangalore. We'll start with Mawa cake because Mawa cake is rare to find in Bangalore bakeries. Here at Banwal, I have got it. Let me try. Though it's not close to the Mawa cakes you get in Mumbai, but it's a very good and decent Mawa cake. It has that richness and creaminess of the Mawa or Koya and milk solids in it, and then that charred crust of that Mawa cake along with that grainy texture. It's an amazing baked goodie. Love this Mawa cake at Banwal. One good thing about this Mawa cake is though it has milk solids and sugar in it, but it's not overly sweet. Moving on to coffee bun. This is a humongous bun. It looks so brownish. I'm hearing about coffee bun for the first time. Let me see how it is. It's almost like a bigger giant version of brioche bun. The upper crust of this bun has a coffee coating. It is mildly sweet. The bun is soft inside, but another twist that has gone into this bun is it has a generous filling of butter inside this bun. So when you bite the middle section of this bun, you get that butteriness and the creaminess of this bun. An unique dish, you won't get it anywhere outside, anywhere else in Bangalore. You can try this when you visit this Banwal. ಅಯ್ಯಂಗಾರ್ ಬೇಕರಿಗಳ ಜನಪ್ರಿಯತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹಲವು ಶತಮಾನ ಕಾಲವರೆಗೆ ಮುಂದೆವರಿಯಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Thanks very much for staying with me throughout this Iyengar Bakery episode. Till I come up with a similar interesting video. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay safe. Do subscribe. Bye.